Hi everybody, sorry I'm late. I do apologise for. Hi. I've just been setting up, I've been late. Late to the show. Hi Jen. Just trying to make sure it's all set up properly. This is just me arm for me phone. I'll wait for a little bit and see if people come in. Just keep setting up my stuff. Yeah, Jen, me 13-year-old's doing fantastic. His eyelids all healed and looking absolutely fantastic. What a performance. He were on his bunk bed and he's come down ladders and the really solid wooden beds. And as he's come down ladders, he's looked down to, follow his footsteps and caught his eye on to corner at top at ladders, and that's how he cut it. And then on Monday, I ended up with a really bad migraine, so I was in bed most of the day, and my partner and my little boy Reuben came home from school and told me that he'd had an accident, and I had a look at his arm and it were all swollen on his elbow, and I said it needed checking out because it could have been an hairline fracture. So at 8 o'clock at night, we ended up, because he was in really bad pain, we ended up going to hospital, and his dad went with him for 3 hours and he couldn't cope because he's got mental health issues. So we ended up swapping places at 11 o'clock. And then I was waiting in waiting room from 11 o'clock till 5 o'clock in the morning to finally get a cubicle. Yeah, Reuben got a couple of hours sleep, and then we ended up being seen at 7:15 in the morning by a consultant doctor. Went for an x-ray, come back, and that's when the guy come and put him a pot on, temporary pot. Said he'd broken it above the elbow. So I were a bit annoyed, frustrated, tired, you name it. So he's been in a temporary pot since Tuesday, and then we're going back on Monday. I got a phone call yesterday to go back on Monday. I'm guessing it's to take this temporary one off and put a proper one on for a few weeks or however long it takes. And we went to speak to me and Gaffer at school yesterday, and he said that it was basically, it was sorry that it happened, but there's been ongoing issues for a while. Apparently, from what Reuben's told me, we were having his lunch at school on these green benches out in playground, and these two children have been trying to grab his waist and pull him to the floor, and Reuben's had enough and ended up kicking this kid, and then this kid's gone and pushed him and he's fell bang on his elbow and broke it, basically. And they were basically blaming Reuben for, well, they weren't blaming as such, but they were basically saying that if Reuben had not kicked this kid wouldn't have pushed him and blah de blah. But then we think, well, if these kids weren't, trying to rag him about and pull him about and stuff, then it wouldn't have resulted in what it's resulted in. But they've said that they were going to speak to boys at school and tell them that it's not acceptable and they're not to do it no more. But kids being kids, you don't know what they're going to be like, do you? But yeah, they left. He had accident at 12:15 at dinner time, and then we didn't get to know until they were at home. And then it was a dinner lady that's, supposedly gave him first aid, but just gave him ice packs, said he were fine, but he couldn't lift his arm. They said he could, and then they were trying to pass blame on to us then. It's just been one hell of a week. I hope it gets sorted as well. He did this like form or something and wanted us to fill it out yesterday, and his dad said, no, I'm not filling nothing out, because then it's basically saying that we're liable for his, or something. I don't understand all legal terms and whatnot, but basically saying that we could be liable. So he weren't going to sign anything. Looks different. I've got it on to PC and it looks different to what it does on my phone, so I do apologise. I know Jen's here and there's two other people here, so hello. I'm sorry I'm a bit late. A bit of chatting. No colouring as yet. I hope you're all okay. Been busy? Ruben sat on the sofa a minute and watching stuff on YouTube on his Nintendo. That's it, yeah. I remember those god awful wet paper towels, and it were the same ones that you had to use to wipe your bum too. And then when you got to high school, it was like tracing paper. Never went to school. Went to toilet at school. Didn't like it. Although I think I only hurt myself a couple of times at little school. I was never clumsy in that department. I just had a problem with like my joints and stuff. They've always, my elbows and my hip joints have always like popped out, and then it like goes back in on its own. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jen. Sending my love to you all. Having a pet die, it's like having your children die. Four people watching. Yeah, tracing paper. God awful paper. Right, I better get it started then, haven't we? No, talking bit, I better start colouring. So what colour have you all decided to do your bike? I've been thinking about doing it purple. I've got my favourite castles out again, and I've got my prisoners. But it's, do you know, I mean, I don't know if you have the same problem, but having all these different pencils makes it harder for you to determine which ones you're going to use. Yeah, I finished my stag, Jen. I think I put it on my thing. I almost not have seen it on my group. 2 seconds, I can log in. Flick back and forth. trying to look for it now. You can talk. I've told him you're talking. Yeah, if you're talking in background, it's me, partner, and my little boy. I can't seem to find it, Jen. No thought on the bike colour. Start with the flowers. Rusty bike. I've seen loads, well, quite a few that's coloured this one and added their own background. So I think when I've done, I'm going to do it purple, and then I don't know flowers yet, but I'm definitely going to do a background on this one. I've gave him headset because he's listening to stuff on YouTube, so I didn't want that overclouding me talking, and that's why I've given him my PlayStation headset so he can listen to whatever he wants. But I've said he can talk normal, and if he wants to ask me anything, he can ask me anything. He's wanting to make his own YouTube account to do live streaming on his PlayStation 4. He's only 8, but I struggle to do my own YouTube videos and keep on top of my own, never mind helping him do it. You need all stuff as well. I can't seem to find it, Jen. If you can go on to on my group and find my name, if you don't mind inboxing it me, because I can't find it. What sketches are you doing, Jen? One keeps slanting. That's better. Right. Purples. I'm looking in my swatch book. I have already done a little bit in this book. I'll show you. I did this one. Front page. And I did this one. I did these with different colour. I saw somebody doing different coloured pencils for each picture, which I thought were a good idea. So I did that one with me Xena colour. I think you can try and get it as close as possible. My Xena colour, my Prismacolor, my Faber-Castell Polychromos, Monarch, and then the Artworks pencils. I don't know if you've seen them on Amazon. Nice set of pencils those as well. Yeah, that's the only picture I've done in this book up to now. So this will be my second. Oh, do apologise, I've just knocked it. Other half's cooking dinner for himself because I'm colouring. I've done that sometimes, put stuff in the wrong place. I'll just have another check. No, not that group. I mean, that many groups. It's hard to keep on top of them all. Search. Type your name. No, Jen, I think you've put it in the wrong group. I've just typed your name, but it's not come up with any pictures. No, that's only, I've only done the title page. I haven't done any other pictures in this book. That's why I think I were glad that everybody picked this one. It'd be nice to do a picture in this set. Arbour scene. But that'll look beautiful. Yeah, it's first time I've seen them do it, Jen. You know, with different little different pieces of art designs, and then you know, using different coloured pencils. You know, your different sets. It's a really good way to find out which ones you know you enjoy using. But I always seem to float back to me Faber-Castells and my Prismas. I'm always using them and having to restock on them a lot. You've joined my group, but there's no picture there. So unless you've accidentally put your picture in a different group and thought you'd put it in mine, I don't know. But I have just gone and had a look and I can't see it. If you do see it and it's in my group, just tag me. It's complicated. I think Facebook's worse than any other group sometimes. Well, site. Let's have a look anyway. I need to pick some purples. So I'm going to pick Purple Violet 136. The 138. And 134. They're not in order, my pencils. My bugger. I do apologise if I'm chatting too much. Just let me know in chat. Let's shut up, Jane, and just get colouring. Right, so I've got my pencils. 138, 136. That's the one I need first. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like talk. I've had a few people saying on my videos, try not to talk too much because talking too much, they get fed up, apparently. But that's the whole point of the live stream, isn't it? We're colour and chat. You can't please everybody. I'll have another look, Jen, when I've done my live stream. I think it's because I'm on YouTube as well as Facebook, and I've got notifications coming and going everywhere, and yeah, they might pop in later. They might be busy. I'm going to share this onto my page. Yeah, they might pop in later. They might be busy, won't they? Depends. At least with this stream, it's not too laggy like last time. It's fine. It's fine. Just eat. Oh dear. I had someone on one of my other groups today, my other group, asking how you know, get the colour to be more vibrant. You know, basically just said that it's all about pressure. You know, how hard you press with your pencils, the lighter you are, the lighter it is. The harder you press, the darker it is. I had a purple bike when I started bike riding when I was younger, so I've picked purple. Not as many today as what there were last week. Maybe it's because it's day. I know I did it on a Tuesday last time. It's just as and when I can. It's just trial and error, really. I've still got to learn, and I've been colouring for like 6 years, and I don't class myself as, you know, the best. I just do it for, you know, relaxation and therapy. It's just nice to colour and have a chit chat. I know somebody on one of the groups that I'm in, live down south, wants to do a get, you know, meet up and colour and chat. Yeah. I thought, you know, because to polls and everything, I need to give people a chance to vote. So it's like voting for artists, then voting for book, and then I'll pick page. I think that's what takes up most of the time, so you need to give people time to vote. But I'm happy either way. I mean, I'm not really fussed on what day, because kiddies are at school anyway, and it's going to be between school hours, so any day's alright for me. I won't be doing weekends because I've got them all at home, and I ain't got time to do anything at weekends. So weekdays are better for me. But I know a lot of people work, don't they? So I might have to do a odd occasion a weekend, so that more people might be able to join in. At the minute, I'm just doing me shading bits. Yeah.
And everyone's messaging you.
Yeah, I've got one lady called Jen messaging, because we can't talk like we are. So Jen has to message, and I can speak and reply. Do you want to say hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, I'm home like through the day because I'm basically looking after my other half. Because of his mental state, he's on income support. He's on ESA, so and PIP. He can't work due to his mental health. He's a psychiatrist, so it's like another child. Don't tell him that. But then I've got my little one, and he's got disabilities, as people are aware. Jen, Ruben, please.
Yeah.
Jen says, "Oh, bless him. Hiya. Hope your arm is starting to feel better."
Thanks. Oh my hair.
Can you put it back on? You're not struggling, are you?
Uh-huh.
Right. Just is the headset. Can't put his headset back on. That's weird because that would look like the chain. Oh my god, Jen, I've got so many books I want. I don't know if I've said before, but if you go onto my main channel, cover photo, when you go onto my channel itself, and on the actual cover photo in the bottom right, you'll see my Facebook actual page, and then there's a little icon for Amazon. Well, that's my Amazon wish list. If you click on that, you'll see all my books that I've got in my wish list that I'm wanting. It's never ending, and I buy myself books, and then no sooner have I bought them, I've got some more, in my place. So it just never ends. There's loads.
Oh.
What? You can talk, just don't talk over me. It's alright with my partner. It's like he's shy.
Yeah, I need some gin.
Yeah, you'll definitely need a cuppa, a bun, a biscuit, some crisps. You might be there in a while. It's just this side now. If you're talking, it's my other half is talking to his friends on his PlayStation. So.
Alright, I'll finish this match, but do I'll join you. I don't like playing it with randomers, I prefer it with people that's on headset, you know what I mean? It's not same, you playing it randomers. Yeah, I do.
This is what I have to, and listen to all the time.
Yeah, You're eating as usual, that's what's happening.
Brian, put one earpiece out because you're shouting. You don't need to shout.
Oh, no, sorry, I didn't think I were.
Yeah. I've only got this bit now, and then I can open my other colour. Yeah, I've had oh, what's it called now? It's that oh, I forgot what its name. It's like porridge. I had porridge about an hour ago for me breakfast. I were a bit late for breakfast this morning. That'll have to put me on till tea time.
Well, I work and we'll go down to Tesco and
Yeah.
Get Evil Dead back.
We're all PS4s in this house.
I've just got no motivation to walk anyway. I'm gonna now. Yeah, I'll just finish with lunch. I'm 42 and a half on this.
No, no.
Just leave it there, Daddy. I'll pick it up or I'll pick it up when I go past.
Yeah, but do that next week with Amsterdam. Make it so much easier. Next week, innit?
I really need to invest in a summer house in back garden. I keep saying I'm gonna get oh, I'm sure it looks lovely, Jen. Keep going.
Oh, I've got that down. Everybody else.
For some reason it doesn't look right. Right. Sorry, my Barnsley slant. Yeah, colouring cave. Do you know, I wish sometimes that I had enough money to like open a little colouring book cafe. That is one of my biggest dreams. Colouring book cafe with internet, loads of supplies of colouring books, colours, or you can even just bring your own. Tables and tables of people. It's basically what everybody does, you know, online, but in a big cafe. We don't have anything like that. I think I'd enjoy having something like that. Yeah, we have to laugh at his not so good pictures that we don't like. Or we don't think we've done well on. But then again, there's some that we don't think are really nice, but then when we post them, a lot of people are, you know, I mean, it's same with me. I did a picture yesterday. It's from Colouring Evans Gothic Fantasy. And I thought it was rubbish. Well, I still do. I don't think it's best. And I seem to like to take, you know, ideas from some artists. Show you. I did this one. I think I'll show. It's not showing up as good, but it's a lot better in person. If you're on Colouring Evans' site on Facebook, you can't really tell, you know, tone at colour. It makes it look really, really white on video. But in person, it's got a lot more colour to it. I'll have to put a picture on, you know, on my community tab. I'll show a picture on there. And then I've coloured this one the other day as well. Coloured it other day. Day before yesterday. Penelope. Penelope von Sweets. I'll keep busy. I think the only thing I liked on that picture that I coloured was a face. But once I've done with me live, I will.
I think I'm going to use this operator.
Sandman. I don't think I recall that one.
It's just 'cause I'm
Is it which book's that one in?
Bushes.
Yeah, she's from Wreck-It Ralph. It's that Disney Portraits book by Hatchet. It's a lovely little book. Some really nice ones. I've got a flip through on my channel, so if you wanted to have a look through that one. I don't know whereabouts it'll be though. I've done so many flip throughs. I can't keep up with them all. As you can see, we are how many books I've got. I know a lot of people have been wanting me to do like tutorials on for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but it doesn't look nice, this picture. You know, my colouring, it looks all scratchy and horrible on my PC, but on my phone and on page itself, it looks better. As I was saying, people are wanting tutorials, but I don't even know what. I've not really ever done tutorials, only for stuff that I've done and that people wanted an idea on what I've done it. Like, for instance, you know, on last live stream, when they were asking how I applied my pastels and stuff, like such as stuff like that. I've not seen that one. I've done flip through, but I've not done any colouring in that one. I've only done colouring in the Worlds Within Worlds, Fragile World, Mythic World, and I think that's. Oh, and I think I've done a picture in. In fact, it might have been Mythomorphia. Is the big wolf one at the back in that one? I can't remember. But as I was saying, I don't know what tutorials people are wanting. I don't know what either want me to.
I think I might start and play this a bit more than I used to.
You know what they want to see, because I just colour. I don't.
Every day, every month.
I've got no specific ways of colouring. I just colour. So I don't know what people want to know or about how I colour a certain way. I don't know. I'm all self-taught. I've never watched videos. I've all done it all myself.
You do know we're only attacking Godzilla, yeah?
Yeah, I've done a few of those time lapse ones.
Visually,
Um,
don't be shooting a monkey.
yeah, I know. Can't remember which one it were. A quick look on Facebook. I'm gonna name it. Photos, albums. Because I did one at like a big wolf for a theme on my horror group. I'm trying to think now. I must not have got it in here. I do apologise, I'm doing more talking. Go to me.
Yeah,
Horror
I don't
group.
like flying them. I can't fly them, but
Media albums. I know it was wolf theme for February. No,
I
January.
try flying one, do that, put it straight to the floor.
Yeah, Mythomorphia. There's a big wolf with a moon and trees with bats. I coloured that one
I'm not.
for his werewolf theme on me horror group. So I have coloured one picture in that book. I know. I think it's towards back end of that book, the big werewolf. It's a double page one.
Well, I lost it longer than you.
To be honest, I don't use any. You know how a lot of people use these colour wheels to pick their pencils or the colours. I don't use them. All I do is I've got my swatch book. I'll show you. I've got my big swatch book. This is huge. You can see how thick it is just by looking there. And it's all like labelled with me. Hi Tamara, you okay? I've got my pencil swatches, my pen swatches, but I don't really use my pens, it's just me pencils. So I'll probably pull these out and just continuously use my pencils, but I just go onto here and I just look for certain colours and then I just go from there. I don't even, I just pick. How you find it, Jen? I knew it were at backup book somewhere. Oh, what it tomorrow? Really?
That's right.
What?
That's what I'm trying to
Actual friend invite?
How much? How much is it? How much do you need to get one?
I'll have a quick look. It's only a small group though, that.
I'll get you.
Oh, it's official. Ah. They need to be putting official on title then, don't they? Oh, is it near front, Jen? Sorry. I know it were in there. Yeah, it looks like they've just opened it, doesn't it? Yeah. I'll request to join it. Thank you for heads up anyway. They could do it putting official though on actual group, and then people will know that it's an actual official group.
You got enough money?
Yeah.
Like 10 grand to get.
I mean, so many groups now, it's getting ridiculous. But it's just like anything else. There's loads of different groups with Johanna and a lot of other artists. There's just multiple groups anyway. It's why I tend to not, because I've got my Kirby group and my horror group, and there's not many horror groups about, so that's the main reason why I did it. And not only that, I were in a group, just a normal group, and somebody had uploaded a graphic picture, and they're all like ganging up on her, saying it were disgusting pictures and they shouldn't be put on there. And I felt right awful because I like horror pictures. I like, so that's the main reason why I opened group, so that people could share their horror pictures. Yeah, I've not been colouring any Cocoa while. I keep buying books and doing flip throughs. I know there's a few that's been come out for last week, but I've my money's really cut back at minute because we've got an holiday in August, so I'm not doing as many flip throughs now. It'll probably just be these live streams now until I get back off my jollies. But I do plan on trying to get as much colouring done as possible and just some Cocoa wires. I mean, I've done a live stream last week and that were Kirby, and then I'm doing this one now this week, which is Johanna's. There'll be another poll vote going up later today for another artist for next week, and then that'll be up till Sunday, and then there'll be a poll on what books from that artist. So Coco Wyo could be one of them for next week. It all depends on subs votes.
No.
I'm in that many. It's just ridiculous, and I've just even gone on to join three Johannas because I'm not even in any Johanna Basfords, but colouring groups. So I've joined 3 of those this morning, and amount of posts, it's just ridiculous. But I try and get in at least one colouring group for each artist so that I can post my pictures. That's true, Jen. There's a lot of people that can't just scroll on by if it doesn't interest them. Always got to have something. And there's always some that are always nasty that post on people's pictures and just being horrible and mean. There's just no need for it. Okay, Tamara, I'm not going nowhere. Not yet, anyway. I was a bit late coming on today. I was too busy trying to set up my video, my phone video and everything. It's driving me nuts. Because if I've got it attached to my desk, phone wobbles. So I've got it attached to my little lap desk thing outside of my desk, and then my arm for my phone's over my book. Welcome back.
Yeah, I've just used it. So no more box then.
I'll go to nobody posted the, tagged me in any of the stag pictures last week. I was hoping it were going to take off. I don't know what to put, for like this week's. I don't know, something like Johanna hashtag coloured with love, Johanna Basford flower bike, or something like that. Any ideas would be great. I'm no good with, ideas. I'm liking the colour of this bike. Really brings back memories.
Probably through iron the skin.
I'm so sorry about that, Tamara. I couldn't imagine, suffering with something like that. I've had people wanting me to do tutorials on stuff, but they never explain to me what they want me to do. So I've never really got round to, doing any. All the ones that I've really done is what I've got on my YouTube channel. I think I did one for me cotton bud swabs with me pastels. I did that one. But I can't remember what else I've done. I've got 400 odd videos on there, so it's hard to keep up with them all. But my channel was mainly for just flip throughs of books. So for it to get this far, I'm really surprised, and I can't thank you all enough for supporting me. My Facebook name's Jane Clarkson, but I've changed it now to Jane Elizabeth. If you go on to me, me Kirby's group, if you go on to members, you'll see my name on there through the admin tab. Who runs group? Yeah, I can bet as well, Tamara. I ain't got patience to watch other people colour. Take me out off to everybody that can sit there and watch people on YouTube colouring, and but I've got to be colouring myself. I love seeing finished pictures that everybody does, and I've seen some beauties. Yeah, it's same with me. I don't watch anything at night time. I don't read. I don't colour. I just watch films. But I colour like through the day.
You want
But
to move because I've got him spraying that.
I think actually colouring's peaceful for me. Yes, tag me. Yeah, I think when I'm colouring, like such as now, I like to have
Has anybody got
I've got a Discovery Plus account, so I watch stuff on Discovery Plus on PC while I colour, because I've got a desk, so I do that more than often than not. Or sometimes I'll listen to my music through Spotify, through headset. But I've been really enjoying doing these because I get to talk as well as colour. But like last time, I do more talking than colouring. I've got a bit further this time though, I think. I've got 5
There's
people
behind us, but running forward.
watching, so hello to everybody. I'm sorry I'm talking too much. Imagine meeting me in person. Never get away.
Yeah, I'll learn it.
Thank you so much, a bit.
Teamwork.
Wow, 57-inch screen. I've got a 57, I think 56 or 57. I've got, so I can imagine how big it'll be.
Cheers, mate. Mo.
I just can't get over how rubbish it looks on video to what it does like in person. Former Q. You all got me on your big screen tellies. I feel so special. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I went with purple because I had a purple bike when I was little, and I think it got stolen or heartbroken. My grandfather couldn't afford to buy me a new bike, and then I think next bike I got was pink, and I think I've got my little boy, me oldest. He'd have been about a year old. I went on a bike ride, and I could not sit on the seat. I got really bad bum ache, and I stopped bike riding.
Campers.
I used to love. I need my rubber. I used to love bike riding when I was little. Okie dokie, Tamara. Be careful, and I'll speak to you soon. So yeah, I was gutted when my bike got stolen.
Really just got you.
Many times I'd asked for a new bike, but I never got one. I won't say we were poor, but I think it was a case that because it was my grandfather, my dad or my mum never bought me anything. That reminds me of an accident time when I can't remember how old I were. But I'd have been about, I'd have guessed about 10, 11.
No, can't.
And from where we used to live on another street, it was flat, but then there were like a cul-de-sac, but it was like really steep cul-de-sac. And we got a thing for pedalling all the way to the top and then pedalling all the way back down, but you could pedal all the way down hill and then turn onto a flat street at bottom. But this particular day, I did that and I misjudged it, and I went straight past. Went straight forward, straight into the fence, and then I got trapped. I think I was very, very lucky. I'm surprised I didn't, that fence puncture my stomach, but I was in agony for a good week. I mean, it didn't stop me from going on my bike. I still went on my bike after. Just needed repairing. I did some silly stuff when we were kids, but I'm glad I had that kind of childhood instead of ones that today, because kids of today are completely different. I don't recall ever having any punctures either. Just falling off it and just being clumsy.
Got wrong in the word clown.
And then there were times we used to go like on long bike rides and I'd get tired and fed up and just chuck my bike on the floor. I've had enough. I need somebody to come and get me a bike. Sit there, have a paddy for 10 minutes and then get back on it and just try and ride home. Because where we lived when I was little, like, we're all hilly. Oh, definitely. To be honest, we didn't even have any helmets when I was a kid. No helmets, no knee pads or elbow pads. It was just, bareback bike riding.
I know you're hungry. What?
I've bought kids' bikes, but they're more for electronics now.
Do you realise the workplace is top 30% 12 times?
It's coming on now. Still no clue as to what colour I'm doing. Wheels.
My weapon's still destroyed, so I'm happy.
That's it. It's completely different, isn't it, Jen, now to what it were when we were kids. I mean, we used to go out because we got like a little canal where we lived, and we used to go on there and get like sticklebacks and tadpoles. A little bucket. Take a little bucket with us, go and collect them, bring them home, take care of them until they turned into frogs, and then make sure we're home before street lights come on. Make sure we're home. Yeah. Although I were a little monkey because street lights would come on and we'd go back to house and say, "Can we have to 5 more minutes, Grandad?" And then 5 minutes had passed, he'd come out shouting at us again and we'd go, "Can we have just 10 more minutes, Grandad?" "No, please." 10 minutes and then you're in. And then 10 minutes would go past, shouting at us again, "Grandad, can we have 5 more minutes?" "No, in." We used to be buggers. We used to go bobby knocking and edge hopping and all that stuff, but kids, they just don't see it like that anymore, and it's like I have to beg them to go out and play and be a kid, but they just won't go. They're not playing, they're playing on the PlayStation or Xbox or whatever. Like, how do you know? Just go and, knock on the door and find out. I think I've done frame. I were a bugger. I used to always try and get my own way to stay out longer. Because there weren't many kids on our street when we were little. There were two boys, and then there were 2 girls. And they didn't come out all the time, so when they did come out, it was like a rare occasion, and we used to have a really good blast. And I was oldest out of everybody on that street. Oh yes, I'm liking how that's turned out.
That's a bit harsh.
Now, I don't know what. That's my swatch book. Hi everybody. So I've got 119, 38. If you're wondering what noise it is, it's my chalk sharpener. To all those just joining my feed, I've said at the beginning, my partner and my youngest son's at home, so you'll probably hear them from time to time talking. Hope everybody's well. The Gothic Fantasy Special edition, Jen.
Need to do damage to one of these titans to get a supply to get his load out.
If you're talking about, are you all hearing me? I'm not silent, am I? Just double checking, that's all. I've had quite a few people leave and join, that's all.
Oh.
Join and leave.
No, I've got one now. I'm good.
I don't know if you're all hearing me.
Yeah, I'm too far away from you when it comes to one. You don't want to grab the sheep and get you off. You want me to grab the jeep? Oh, there it is. Well, get in then. We're going to do damage to both.
That's strange. It's a bit, it's alright at my end for a change. It were lagging last week. But yeah, I've got, that's what that picture I showed you. I've got Gothic. Oh, good. I'm glad you can hear me. I thought I was quiet. But yeah, I've got this one, and to be honest, I've got 3 copies of this. I've been greedy. But that's what this one's in. Yeah, I love it. I think it's the artist. I've been wanting some of her work, but I weren't paying prices that they are on Etsy.
King Kong's just near the
I think they're really expensive. I've been after the Mariola Budek, and there's another artist as well. That is it. I can't remember what her name is. No, Noel, not no, I can't pronounce her name. I've done a flip through of the Gothic Fantasy special. It's on me my channel. I did it when I got it. But it's Mariola Budek, and the other one, I forgot what her name is. No, it starts with N. She did the Viking special. Mariola does the hair pieces and the faces and a few other bits and bobs. But prices to books is out of this world on Etsy. And then I've also been wanting like I said, the one that did the Viking special. I can't pronounce the name and I can't remember what country she's from. But I want the erotic colouring books that she does. In fact, all her artwork, but mostly the erotic books. People, when I mention it to people are like, why would you want something like that? But I don't know. I've seen quite a few people actually buying them. But it's just something different to colour. But I want those artworks. But when I've gone on to have a look, prices are just mad. £35 for one book, and then your postage, you're talking £19. And it's just, I refuse to pay that much. I don't know why they can't just make a cheaper version and put it on Amazon to make it easier for everybody, so that everybody gets to, you know, enjoy the colouring pages. But I suppose it's I don't know. I don't even know why they don't do it, and it's just an Etsy, and I refuse to do that. I know you can get them. Go on, Klarna, pay so much a month or something, but I really don't want to be doing it like that. Yeah, it's very steep, very steep. I mean, I'd be happy for them to do a book, a cheaper version, put it on Amazon, and I'd be happy to pay £15 a book. But because for £15 a book, I can get 2 books for the price that they're wanting for one on Etsy. You know, it just makes sense. That's all. I can't see them doing it, can you? Right, I've done the frame, so I'll pop these back. I'm going to do the seat. Oh, definitely, because there's a lot of people that are wanting that kind of artwork, but they're just, I don't know why they're not doing it. They definitely make a lot. Need a drink. Wow, I can't believe it. We've been here an hour and 15 minutes already. Time goes fast. So 178. And 272. My little boys laughing at something on YouTube. But I'm same. I've managed to duck frame this week. Very infectious giggle. Hi, Dawn. You okay?
On me, 2 people.
Love you, Mum.
I love you, darling.
That's all good.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. Just for all new people joining, just to let you know that my partner and my little boy's at home, so that's what you can hear in the background.
I will do.
I know it's the time difference is a pain.
I need ammo. Oh no.
It's not too bad where I am, Jen. It's a bit cloudy, but not too dark. Oh, it's 12 here, Dawn.
It's like my kind of thing.
I was sure in USA though, a lot warmer. I've messed up. I need that pencil. What do I need to do it?
I need ammo, do. What's do?
Oh. Yeah, it's windy here too, Jen. Weather's not looking good for next week though, is it?
I'm with
you. Send some sun this way, Dawn. Some hot weather here. I think we've had odd occasion where it's been lovely and warm. Keep wondering where summer's gonna come. Sure, I had one. If it's low.
staying on, Scott.
I know, right, Jen? Where's the seat wave? Thank you, Dawn. I'm colouring it after a bike that I had when I was little. That got stolen or gutted. Looking better. Hi everybody that's joined. I think I've got that book. I ain't got any of the postcards though.
What's it cop outfit?
It certainly does, Dawn. I've had one hell of a week. So I've been looking forward to doing this today. Really, Jen? I'll have to do more of these then, won't I? Keep on top of them. It'd be so cool to have like one big colouring meet up. Maybe we can like stay in an hotel for a weekend and just keep meeting up throughout weekend to colour. That'd be so cool. Oh, never, Darren. I'm sure you could have fixed it. We sure do, Dawn. I've had plenty. I know, Jen. Try and win lottery and get a big mansion and just have all my colouring buddies come and stay and just have one big like library room for us all to sit in. Have a waiter come bringing us cups of coffees and cups of teas.
Yeah, you gotta do 135,000.
It's just trial and error, Darren. Just keep trying. Don't stop. Just keep going. Many a times I've thought I can't be bothered with this. Like, it's not going right, and obviously with acrylic paint you can't rub it out and do it again, but just don't even throw it in bin, just leave it there as a perspective on how to, you know, do something different to what you did the first time round. So I've used acrylics. I've done some painting before with acrylics, but I really want to give the watercolors a try. I'm wanting some of these metallic watercolors as well from Renaissance on Etsy. My friend Tiana, she's been buying some, so I really want to get some of them. They look really nice and shiny, but they're a bit expensive. Jen, I didn't know you were here. But yeah, just don't be disheartened, Darren. Just keep going at it, keep trying, and practice makes perfect.
Plants.
I do apologise.
What?
I told you to keep one off. You've just swum.
I said plant.
Give me that. Have you heard him? Heard him swearing. I've just told him off. Yeah, I've seen. I know Christine Karen. I love her artwork. She uses watercolors, and I have asked her what she uses. One of them, Newton, Winsor and Newton, is it? Watercolors, but they're expensive watercolors, aren't they? I've had a look into them. I've tried watercolors before, but it were pencils, and I just can't grasp watercolor pencils. I don't know how anybody can grasp them. I can't really work with them, so I ended up. I've got some. It's only those cheap ones that you get from the works. Maybe that's the reason for it, but I just can't use them. So I've been having a look for, watercolor palettes, but ones with a bigger. Pardon me, a bigger range of colours, so it's not too hard for me to mix different colours, if you get me. I like my colours to be there, it's hard to explain. But yeah, I really want to give it a try, but I think it's a case that I'd only be able to use them on certain types of paper, because I know watercolour you've got to go over it and go over it and go over it, and then it can crease paper as well depending on what paper it is. So yeah, they can be a pain to work with. More scrap than anything. Yeah, I was just going with Christine's paints. I wanted the same as her, so then I knew that if it weren't working, it's because of me, and I need more practice. I've been thinking about going to a watercolor art class just to get a grip, to grips with how to use them and whatnot. Because I think having an idea from a professional point of view, or someone that knows what they're doing, just to give me an idea, and then I can take that and work with that. I ain't even got any of them colours done. I've got a thing for buying expensive ones, and to be honest, I've bought my Faber-Castell polychromos and my Prismacolors after I got all my cheapest pencils, and I still go back to my Faber-Castell polys and my Prismas. I'll write that down, actually. Yeah, thank you for that, Darren. I'll write it down and I'll have a look. Get a piece of paper. I'll write it in my swatch book, and then I know. Charles Evans. You see, I like to be there in moment. You know, when they're teaching you, I like, because like I've said before, I've even in my colouring, I've never watched videos or anything. I'm self-taught, so I've always been one for liking the person to be there with me in person, so that I can understand it better. I struggle with understanding some stuff. If stuff's there in front of me, I know what I've got, and then they're telling me on what to do and how to do it, then you know, it's better in person than what it is on a video. I've always found it better that way, but I will definitely have a look at him. Hey Jen, all art is that it's art. It don't matter how much it looks a mess or how much it looks, you know, spot on. It's all art, and it's all its own, you know, beautiful artwork. No matter how much, I mean, there's times when I've done absolutely, well, I think it's an absolute mess, but others have, you know, said to me it's absolutely fantastic. That picture from the Gothic Fantasy, I uploaded that to Colouring Heaven on Facebook, and I'm just having a look now. Do you know the picture that I uploaded it yesterday? This one, I'll show you again. I uploaded this one to Facebook, Colouring Heaven, and the amount of people that said it's watercolour is unreal, and it's not. All I've used is my Prismas, and I think odd Faber-Castell Poly, and I've had 146 reactions. I've had 69 thumbs up, 58 hearts, 18 wows, and 1 care emoji, and I didn't even think to get that much. And they've all said that it's beautiful and they love hair and dress, but this, for some reason, the video is not picking up how, you know, how good it is. So I'm going to take a picture and I will put it on my community tab, so you get to have a, you know, a different view of it. But I didn't even think it was that good. I liked her face and her lips, but I didn't like much else of it. And people have, you know, done no but said that it's absolutely beautiful. So even though we said that when we look at his pictures and we think it's absolutely rubbish or it's a mess, other people don't see a mess. They see artwork. They see it's beautiful, and you know, so make as much mess as you want, Dawn, Jen, and it's still beautiful. Okay. Thank you, Darren. That's it, Jen. It doesn't matter how capable you are, as long as you're colouring and you're enjoying it. That's all it is. It's for enjoyment purposes and not for competition. It's not a competition. I'm on Instagram, Dawn. My Instagram's coloured with love 2021, I think. It's art. It's just that. It's art, and it's something that we love to do. It's fun and enjoyment. It's enjoyment rather than, you know, like you say, it's not a chore. It's just, you know, something to enjoy doing. You're not doing it for competition or likes. That's what bugs me a lot by some people. Oh, some people go, oh, it's ugly. Oh, it's horrible. How can you call that nice? And it's like it's artwork. It's just doing, you're just colouring it and enjoying it. Stop being so negative. You'll have to do your own YouTube, Darren. Show us your artwork. Yeah, just comment into posts in thing with your Instagram name and I'll follow. Yeah, there's some right money in it, isn't there? Artwork. My other passion, I want to get myself a camera. I want to do photography. I love taking photos. And it's funny because when I was younger, I don't know if it's like as you get older thing, but when I was younger, it didn't bother me as much. But now when I'm on walks and stuff, I see beauty in everything. And I just want to capture it in a photo. Even just, trees and leaves. As some people look at me and say, what do you find fascinating about that? And it's like, what don't you find fascinating? It's beautiful, Just make a YouTube account and then on to main thing, there's a plus sign. You click on that. That's to upload videos and start a live feed. It's pretty simple. It's a bit like Facebook. Or failing that, Darren, get yourself a YouTube, a Facebook account. You can open, you can do your own business page where you can. But I ain't done mine as a business, but you can do that way, just showing your pictures. Showcasing all your pictures. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Oh, I'd definitely like to see some of them then. I won't paint them. It'd just be a case of going and just taking pictures of things that I find, beautiful. Oh, you'll have to add me or something then on Facebook so I can have a look. I forgot a camera that I want. I think it's a Nikon D3000. I don't know why, but I've been told that's a really good camera, or D3500. I wouldn't know where to start with a camera, to be honest, but I want one where is it rechargeable batteries? Yeah, I think that's the one that I want. I know it was D3 something. I know it's where you can charge your batteries into. You can have two batteries, charge one, charge other one, and then you've got two spare. Like you've got a battery and camera and a spare battery, so that while you're out and about, you've still got you've got plenty of battery life. Yeah, it's like one big battery, and you charge it. And then put it in camera, and then you can charge other one. And then when you go out, you've got two sets of batteries then, haven't you? It's one I want. And one with screen on so you can see the picture once you've took it as well. I'm same, but I think it's a case I am going to get the camera, and then I was going to go for like a photography course at my local college and get some insight into it. Welcome back, Tamara. Yeah, it's definitely something I'm looking into doing.
Yeah,
Just having money, because they can be expensive, can't they? I know that type of camera can be all up to, from £300 to £500. Done that one. Onto my basket now. I've got a lot more done this week. 1 hour and 43 minutes.
get a feet up in its jam.
Blooming heck, we've had some of them downpours here as well over the last couple of weeks. Tamara, it's not too bad today, but weather's not looking good for next week. I can believe it. I know you can get some courses that are free, I think. I mean, I'm happy to pay for a course if it's at decent prices. I've not even looked into it, to be honest, because I was waiting to get the camera itself and get all the gear and everything, because I know you've got to have all your gear before you can even do a course, can't you? There's no point going on a course without stuff that you need. Blooming heck. We get cold weather and rain, and it stays warm for one day. I'll come to UK then tomorrow. Lovely and cold here all the time.
Oh,
Oh, new colour for basket now.
just a wee that one.
I bought a new set of Arteza pencils because I've got my old ones from a while back, and I thought I need another set. I've bought them and they're in tin in the corner. I ain't even used them yet. PC. No, I'll not fall asleep, don't. I've had too much sleep. It's near enough cold all the time here anyway. The only time it's warm here is like probably 3 weeks in August.
There's one in our building and all.
I love, to be honest, Jen, I'm being straight with you. Arteza was my go-to pencils before I got my Faber-Castells and my Prismas. They were my favourites. I constantly use them all the time. I'd say they're the cheaper version of my Polychromos. I sweared by them. Nice soft core, really had, decent pencils to hold. Very blendable. Not too soft with the break like your Prismas, and not too hard like your Faber-Castell Polys. They're just right for colouring and for blending. I'd definitely get a set if you're going to get some. I couldn't even imagine myself being on a big screen. 6:55 and dark. It gets light here in UK where I am at about 4:35 o'clock. Then it started getting dark later, so around about 9 o'clock the sun goes down.
I can nearly get his load out of the door. Oh, it's dropped on the roof. And I can't
Yeah, I think most of the stuff from Arteza that's been sold is probably
It's dropped
pens.
on. It's dropped on. Oh,
There's a lot of pen sets that's been resold. I don't see much at pencils, but I suppose it depends on if there's been any problems with, you know, breakages and stuff. People have been selling them. I mean, it's all down to preference as well. If it's not something that you like, then you're going to resell it. But I actually got the Arteza full, is it 120 set, and then because I've literally, see if I can find them. I'm gonna find them now. They're in the pot. This is my Arteza sets,
we're not going to drop it.
and they're very, very well used. You can't really show, you know. No, I dropped a pencil. But just for reference,
It's the water line.
see if I can
It's
do
still
it.
there.
There's so many.
Don't worry.
I've used. You can see how much I've used them,
It's got it.
and there's a very, very big variety of pencils. Yes, very dinky. And I literally used my Artezas all the time until I got my Faber-Castells and my Prismas, and then they got pushed it back, and I feel awful for neglecting them.
Just in full car. I've got an ammo box now.
I can't use gel pens, Dawn. I've never been able to. You see, I used to colour with gel pens in another book, you know, when I first started colouring, but I noticed when you were colouring with gel pen, you'd smudge them, and you'd get a big smudge on paper or on your hand, and then you're placing it everywhere else, and I couldn't do it, so I stopped using gel pens. I only used my white gel pen for highlighter. Oh God, I couldn't use gel pens all the time. I think my favourite mediums is pencils. It's definitely pencils. I find them a lot easier to use to blend with as well.
He dropped in, Dolan, and got those hurt him.
Yeah, I think I've got about 13 sets of different pencils. It's ridiculous, but there's loads more that I want. Like I said earlier on my video, if you go to my main channel page, on my cover photo, you'll see on bottom right, you'll see my name for my Facebook colouring page, and then there's another icon which is my Amazon wish list. If you click on that, you'll see how much stuff I've got on my wish list to buy. It's ridiculous. I'll buy stuff and then I'll replace it with other stuff It never ends. And I'm sure at one point I put a load of stuff in. Well, I put my entire stuff in basket, just curious on how much it would cost. And I think it came up to like 2,000 and odd pound for what I'd got in basket at the time, and that was like a year ago. And there's been loads more added since then. It's just way too long. I sometimes like flick through and I just get bored halfway through or just even looking. So now I'll go to to like look for low to high in price, and then I'll just buy my lowest priced stuff first. Yeah, I saw them tomorrow. They look really, really awesome. And to do them in gel pens as well. Oh, don't get me started. Well, if you click on my wish list, you'll see anyway. Jen, buy the cafe first. I need to win lottery. Win lottery. Buy a secret island. Take all my colouring buddies and everybody over there, build us a big mansion and have a butler, naked butler, one with nice abs. I'm only joking. Just a butler that'll bring us coffees and teas and buns and biscuits. And we can have a dip in sea when we get fed up or we just wanted a break. We'll have a dip in sea, come back and do some more colouring. Yeah, like I said, I haven't coloured any cocoa wires. I think I've only done odd few, like, I think I did some for just UK Adult Colouring Group, which is the blue and yellow competition for Ukraine. I did some pictures out of some books for that, and then I did a horror one a couple of weeks back, I think it were a woman swimming with these monsters chasing her or something. Like I said, I mainly buy alt books just to do flick throughs so that everybody gets to see what's inside. Naked Buddha. Oh dear. I still haven't looked for me colouring pencils for my basket. 182. Naked Buddha. I'm going to be chuckling at that now. Oh yeah, I've got some of them. Which ones you got, Jem? I think I've got just the normal set. I've got these ones.
You might have to help me.
I'm after there's another set as well. Yeah, these are round ones. I've got them, and I've got my pastel low ones as well. That's supposed to be like the cheaper version of the Albions. I ain't even tried these yet. They look really nice. Nice and soft as well. If the cat fits does. I'll be sending them back with comments like pineapple and jalapeno pepper pizza. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I hadn't used them, to be honest. I think I've only... Did I use them? No. No, I hadn't even used mine. I've bought them and I just popped them in my pot. I gagged on it. Yeah, I think I would have as well. I'll just be back a second. My little one's gone to the toilet. With his broken arm, he can't do it himself. I'm back. I couldn't do with that. Ugh. I like, if I have a pizza, I have chicken supreme pizza. That's it's got like tandoori pieces of chicken or barbecue chicken, and then it's got green and red peppers with onions on it as well. Then that's a nice pizza. Thank you. What, darling? I'm going to need the extension.
You.
What?
You.
No, not yet.
Hey.
Got lots of people talking to me. You going to say hello to them all?
Hello. What are they doing?
Barbecue beef. I've not heard barbecue beef before.
I haven't had that before. Can I talk to you?
Jen says hi.
Hi. Can I talk to you?
You can talk, they can hear you. Just talk normal.
Just talk normal.
Yeah.
Well, I have a broken arm. I have one arm. And one arm broken. Yeah.
Tamara says, tell him I hope his arm gets better fast.
I'm back.
He did say thank you.
Then I have a problem. I can't put my headset back on my ear. I can't reach it. There's a problem. If I wouldn't have in the fight with Tom Mason, I wouldn't have got this.
I know, I was absolutely livid when they didn't get in touch with us. It were a nightmare Monday, and the fact that me other half went to hospital at 8 o'clock at night, and he would have still sat there at 11 o'clock. We swapped places, and I was there from 11 till like near enough 5 o'clock, waiting for a cubicle. So I'd been waiting from 8 o'clock at night to 5 o'clock in the morning in the waiting room. No beds, nothing. No, no drinks or anything. What?
That headset back on me.
Oh, yeah. It's wrong way. Put it on wrong way. Goes that way. There we go.
Yeah, you can.
So yeah, just being sat there, and then he managed to get about, I think, 2 or 3 hours on to in cubicle on bed. And then at 7:15, consultant come, went and had an x-ray, come back, and 10 minutes later, cast man come and put him a cast on and said that he'd broken it above his elbow. So yeah, we're a bit annoyed. Well, very annoyed. The fact of it is, though, we've been and spoken to school, and they've tried to pass blame to us too, saying that we moved his arm. His arm was fine when he left school. That his dad touched his arm in playground when he didn't. He asked him if it hurt and if he could move it, and he said in the playground he couldn't move it. So trying to shift blame onto us after everything. But all day Tuesday, I'm absolutely exhausted, been up all night and making sure we were okay. And
Is that working?
yeah, well, Reuben were born deaf. Well, I said born deaf. He when he were born, they couldn't get no, when they did the baby hearing test, it weren't, they couldn't pick anything up, and we kept back and forth, and it weren't until it were about, I think it were about 8 months old, they said that he were completely deaf in his left ear. He'd never get no hearing in that. And then in his right ear, he's got mild to moderate hearing. So he's got to, but at the time, they gave him hearing aids to wear in both ears, just in case he did get any hearing at all in his completely deaf ear, that it boost it, basically. It were around about 9 months, I noticed, I was tickling him, and I noticed when he opened his mouth to laugh, there was something odd in the back of his throat, and I thought, what's that? And we were a bit curious, and we mentioned it to his hearing team, and they had a look, and they said that it was a bifid uvula, which is the dangly thing at the back of your throat. Everybody thinks it's your tonsils, but it isn't. Your tonsils are at the side. Well, Reuben's got 2. So it's like 2 of those at the back of his throat. Fortunately, it doesn't affect his eating and drinking, but it has affected his speech. He couldn't talk. It's only last 2 years, 3 years, that he's had constant speech therapy, that he's able to speak as good as what he is now. He's got a slight cleft palate, and it's right at the back of his throat. Luckily, they're trying to do it so that he'll never need an operation. So he's not had it good. So he's deaf. He's got a cleft palate as such, and then he's got developmental delays. So even though he's 8 years, going on 9 in August, his brain mentality is like 2 years younger. So he's not had it good, bless him, but he just gets on with it.
Yeah, I've gone now.
I know, Jen. I know. We had this discussion yesterday with me and Gaffer at school, and all he kept saying, "Well, I apologise that it happened, and I don't condone it, and it shouldn't have happened." Blah de blah. But they were basically blaming, not directly blaming him, but saying that there were an incident that happened prior to it happening, and if that didn't happen, it wouldn't have happened. So basically, he were having his lunch in playground, and these 2 children 2 boys, was grabbing his waist and trying to rag him to the floor. And it's been going on for months now. I mean, he's only been at this school 2 years because we had to move schools, move homes and move schools. So he's only been at this school for 2 years, 2.5. And majority of that were through lockdown anyway. So he's only really been in that school for a year, actually, you know, been around everybody. And it's like every week he's been coming home with bruises, scrapes. I mean, don't get me wrong, kids get hurt. Get all the time. I mean, at home he's fighting with his brother, he's getting bruises, he's going to school with bruises. But it gets to the point where he's been cut, he's really cut his elbows or his knees, and then it's resulted in this. But these kids have been grabbing him bit waist, pulling him to the floor. We've said to him he needs to defend himself. You know, if people, because he says he's been to teachers don't send out or they don't do anything. So we've basically said to him, look, you need to stand up for yourself. If you're going to get hurt or someone's going to hurt you or hurt you, hurt them back. You know, it's the only way you can defend yourself in this day and age. And people don't, you know, there's not enough teachers to look after all kids anyway. There's 600 kids and there's 3 dinner ladies at dinner time watching them all. There's first aid trained. Basically they've tried bringing him to the floor. He's had enough. He's kicked this kid in shin. This kid's gone and really pushed him and shoved him to the floor to the point that he's fell on the concrete and broke his arm. This dinner lady's done first aid training by going up to him asking him to move it. Apparently he moved it and he was fine, even though he said that he couldn't move it and he was in absolute agony. And then they've put an ice pack on his arm at dinner time. He's gone in to do his next lesson after dinner. And then break time, he were on an iPad and his teaching assistant took it off him. So he's took it up on himself that he had to go outside because she took it. He can't stick there doing note for like 15 minutes, you know. So he's like basically stood outside with a broken arm. And then he's gone in, done his next lesson, and then his dad's picked him up and they've given us a bump note. A blooming bump note stating that he's had an accident and he's broken his arm. So, but when he come home, it were all you know, swollen, and he's broken his arm in past when he was 3-year-old. He jumped off his toy box and landed funny and broke his arm to a degree where he needed pins. So we know from experience that when it's swollen, it's a sign of a breakage. And they're saying that it weren't swollen, but we know different. So, but we've been and took him, and he got sorted out, and he's been laid up, watching his his films and playing his games and just enjoying time off school. And when we went yesterday to go and speak to Ed, main gaffer, I wanted to keep him off until he was fully recovered, but they're adamant that he needs to be in school. So from next week he's back in school, but with a pot. But I've said if he comes out of school and is hurt again, things are going to go, pear-shaped, because I'm not going to stand for it again. They're saying they're going to keep him in at break times, have him, I don't know, on iPads or something, but we'll see. It's been a nightmare. Blooming neck tomorrow. I've had tonsillitis and that's bad enough. This flower looks bruised. You see, I was the same at school. I were always bullied. I even remember some names they used to call me, Maggot Queen, and also it's because my grandfather used to get shoes from second-hand flea market. Basically, that's what they used to call it. he won't go and get me proper shoes. Always second-hand stuff. Yeah, we've had no but problems with school. He tried to get us to sign this piece of paper, and I didn't sign it, and my other half said he weren't signing it because it was something to do with if we wanted to claim anything back. You know, I don't know how it all. I don't understand it all anyway. But it was to stop us or something. I don't know. Yeah, I was bullied a lot. I think I wagged last 2 years of school, or skipped it as people call it. That's it, Jen. We said exactly the same. If we'd sent him to school well, they still do it now. There were once he had a wobbly tooth, and he weren't eating for 2 days. They were really complaining that it were hurting him, and it were hanging on by a thread. And his dad just coaxed it out because it was just hanging on.
I've got 4 books.
And we took him to his appointment for his hearing, and then dropped him off at school, and then not shortly after.
It's right.
Well, the night before, his dad coaxed it out with some kitchen towel because it was just hanging on anyway. And we dropped him off at school next day, and then we got a phone call from Ed at year. Ruben's told us that you've pulled his tooth out with pliers. He doesn't even know what a pair of pliers are, let alone the fact that they've even mentioned pliers really aggravated me. But we tried to explain, and no matter what, it didn't make a difference. So the phone social services on us. So I had to explain it to them. And even they laughed about it, saying that they've helped their children's teeth before. It's ridiculous, but obviously it's something that the school's got to do in order to cover their back. But I've had problems with social all the time. My 15-year-old's got a gator going to school saying that we're doing stuff to him that we hadn't even done. He's never here, he's always at his granddad's. It's just like a hotel here, but he goes to school saying that things have happened here and they hadn't. I treat them all the same. It's because I've got strict rules here, you know, like bed certain time, electronics off at a certain time. You know, basically what, you know, should be, you know, part of a child bringing up discipline and stuff. I mean, I've never hit him. But it's a case of his granddad, he gets away with murder, so he prefers to be there than he does at home. And he's trying everything in his power to get to go and live there. But he's just turned 15 now, so. But it's all anxiety and being on edge all the time and worrying about, you know, a knock at the door. And even though I've got 2 younger kids here, they're at my backup because they know what goes off here, you know.
Oh. Get out.
But yeah, they're definitely. As soon as I send him to school with any bruises or all, they're asking and demanding to know how he's got it. And sometimes I don't even know where he's got it from because he fights with his brother. Exactly, Jen, yeah. All the stuff they used to do when we were kids. Christ, I used to get belts across my backside. I used to get a slipper. I used to get all sorts. But I didn't even know about social services when I was a kid. It's nuts. And a good crack never did us any harm, did it? But I will honestly and truly put my hand on it. I've not hit my kids. That's it. It's exactly, you've hit nail on head there, Jen. Completely. That's exactly us. Because my partner's got mental health problems. He's got, I forgot what they're called. I'm not going to ask him because they'll go, for God's sake, how many times do I have to tell you? But it requires psychiatric doctor, and he has assessments, and he's on antipsychotic medication and stuff, and he's always without fail took his medication, and he plays a game to take his mind off things. He has voices in his head and stuff. So because they know his circumstances, they'll look at him as though he's this monster.
But I've been intense though,
and I feel so sorry for him sometimes. There's just no need for it. But they always look at us as though, he's got this medical condition, he's gonna, hurt kids and stuff, and he's not. He's the most loving person you can meet.
No, there. I must have that.
I mean, he's done everything for my family, and took them on holiday with us, and took them out places, and bought them stuff.
Made the first do with it.
Just been, lovely, and they've treated him like crap. At one point, they've mind boggled me, now 15-year-old, to say that he were beating him up and kicked him when he didn't. And I had social at door, and they were going to take my kids away from me. And that's my own mother and sister that did that to me. And I nearly had my kids took off me. He had to go and stay away for 2 weeks away from us until they did assessments. Turns out that they were twisting his words and getting him to say stuff. And my sister went and told, college where she were at, all this garbage. And then we had social at door and everything, but the drop case anyway. But prior to that, it was she's my stepsister. They are pen pushers. Yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot of special needs at school as well. When I worked at school, they used to make fun out of them all the time. Yeah, I've had that problem. It's nuts, isn't it? But my stepsister's dad, because my mum and dad split up when I was 7, and my mum turned around to my dad and said, "You can take her, and I'll keep as my brother, my biological brother." And she only lived 2 doors up from where my dad was staying, because he was staying with my grandfather. But when they split up, it hit him hard, and he ended up staying in his bedroom just drinking heavily. Never did out with us. Never a dad, and it was my grandfather that took over dad role to me. And but during all that time, my mum got with another man, which were my step siblings, my brother and my 2 stepsisters' dad. She got with him, got married, and when I was 11, my grandfather caught me smoking, and basically turned around to me and said, "If you're going to do that crap, you can go and live with your mum. You're not doing it here." So as a kid, I went to go and live back with my mum so that I could smoke, and she was accepting of it. She said, "Rather you do it in front of me than on the street behind my back." So I ended up living there. Worst mistake I did. I shouldn't have gone. But while I was there, I was sexually abused by him, by my mother's husband, their dad. And when I mentioned it to her, she well, I went to my grandfather's and told my dad. My dad went round all guns blazing, saying, you know, you should better not have touched my daughter and stuff. And I was stood on steps, and my mother was screaming at me, saying she's a lying cow. She's trying to split me and him up so that me and you can get back together and that. And I said, no, I'm not. I'm not lying at all. And she believed her husband of her own daughter. So I think that ruined his mother and daughter relationship a lot. I ended up going back and living with me. No, I didn't. I ended up staying there because my granddad wouldn't let me back because I was smoking. So I still ended up staying there. But I spent a lot of time with my grandparents. During this time, I ended up meeting my oldest two's dad when I was 14. He was 25. I was just a kid, silly kid. And I ended up getting pregnant at 15. I had him before my 16th birthday. He was born July, as my 16th birthday was August. And then during through all that, I ended up going through a really bad relationship. He were on really bad drugs. Only thing he weren't taking was heroin. He was mentally and physically abusing me, beating me up and that. I ended up leaving that relationship, and I went to go and live with my mum again where he were. And I mentioned it again, and she still didn't believe me. So I ended up going back living with my granddad, and then I got my house back from my ex, and then I got courting my current partner. And then it led up to a point where 3 years ago my sister mentioned that a dad was touching her inappropriately. And it just set, my mental health declined, and I couldn't cope. I was thinking, well, he's done this to me, what can he be doing to her? And I had to go and see my mental health team. I explained to them what was happening, and because she was only 15 at time, 14 or 15 at time, they said that social had got to be involved, and police and everything. I talked to my mother about it and told her that they would come in, and after that they basically denied what he'd been doing. He was supposed to have been biting a bum, slapping a bum, doing things that her dad shouldn't be doing. She retracted her story, my sister. My mum said he weren't doing it, so it made me look small. And then I mentioned what he'd done to me, so I had to do a police interview. They got him to do an interview, and they basically turned around to me and said, there's nothing we can do because it was my word against his. So it just got dropped, and then that's when they concocted a plan to get my kids took off me, her and my mother, making out that we were doing things to kids that we weren't doing, and ended up having police and social at school stopping me from taking my kids until they did an assessment. He had to do a recorded interview and everything, and I asked her why they did it, and they said revenge. Your own mother, revenge to get your kids took away from you just because I've said that. It's because she were getting money off him for me younger siblings, even though they were in the teens or young adults. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've not had it bad. I've not had it good, but I just get on with it. And then this past 9 months, it's just gone to even more crap. But anyway, this is supposed to be a colour and chat to, I do apologise for the dismal stuff, but I like people to know and get to know me and get to understand, traumas that I've had. And I'd like to know, just to get to know each other and that. So that's it, Jen. My family has been absolutely awful to me. My brother, my only biological brother, well, I thought we were really, really close. It had been longest that we've been talking, like 4 years, 5 years, because when he found out what they'd done, he stopped talking to him and all. And they were having a baby. I were going to be a first time auntie last year, and I were all geared up for it, bought them stuff, and really got into it. And that's when they had him in June. I went and visited every week, and it weren't just Dark Road, it were like a train ride away that took an hour to get there. Taking them flowers and taking them gifts and spending time with them and full days and stuff, and helped them move closer to us and stuff. And it was just, they were being like, not mean to me direct, but you could tell, like on Facebook where they put memes and stuff on, you can tell difference, can't you? And it just, one thing led to another, and I ended up they invited my grandparents to go and have dinner, even though I made dinner for them, because they're in their 80s, and they'd arranged it behind my back, so I'd made dinner for nothing. But my granddad said, just take it round and then we'll have it later. So she were putting, my brother's girlfriend were putting pictures on her grandma and granddad and that, and just rubbing it in my face, basically. But it's just one thing led to another, and they fell out with me. Well, they fell out with me and blocked me on Facebook, blocked my numbers and everything. Then going and telling my grandparents that I'd not done any of that. It weren't their fault and stuff, and but it's just got to a point now where I've lost my brother, and then my grandparents have turned on me as well, and it's just basically me, my partner, and my boys, and then my friends that I've got that talk to me on a daily or weekly basis. So thank you all for talking to me and supporting me and stuff. That's true, Jen. That's true. I think it was mostly what bugged me with my brother's girlfriend was that she'd just got a friend that they'd only been friends for like 5, 7, between 5 or 7 years, and she would call that their son were going to be has been calling her auntie, and I'm like, it's not his aunt. She's not his auntie. It's just a friend. His only auntie he's got is me, because she's only got brothers, But it didn't matter. She says it don't matter if Pope's his uncle. It don't matter who it is. But I suppose it's just this day and age, isn't it? Now people call whoever they want, brother, auntie, and uncle. I mean, I ain't even got friends to be for my kids. I've never even done it, to be honest. Friends are saying, "Oh, this is auntie so and so, or uncle so and so." No, your auntie and uncles are the ones that's, your brothers or sisters. Simple as that. But oh yeah, definitely tomorrow. I mean, my partner's mum had 3 kids with my mum's stepbrother. We're not related, but I'm related to his step siblings. It's weird, but my mother was spending money and buying stuff for them of her own grandkids. Why would you do that? I know I'm thankful for all my online buddies. I can't thank you all enough, and I'm so sorry for dull talking for the last 20 minutes or so. It's not something that I wanted to share with you really, but I wanted you all to get, to get to know me a little bit and find out, my background and why I colour a lot, because that's the main reason. Oh, Jen. I mean, people have said to me, don't just let it, you know, go over your head. It's just it's just my brother's kid. But I'm oldest out of 5 of us. There's me, there's my brother, who are biologically brother and sister, and then we've got a sister, a brother, and then a sister that's stepbrothers and sisters. But I've been waiting. I'm 35 in August, so I've been waiting a long time because he's 31 now. He's just turned 31 this month. I've been waiting all this time for him to have his own kid so that I can be an auntie, have a niece or nephew, and you know, because I've had 4 children and he's an uncle to my kids, and even though I've even always let him involved and be involved, but he's just not being a nice person with my kids. He's always, I mean, he's teach Ruben how to draw a dick, and how to swear, you know, sticking rods up at people. When he used to come, or when he used to leave, he'd go Ruben and stick middle finger up at him, so Ruben would do it back and laugh about it and think it's funny. It's not something you should do as an uncle, you know what I mean? And no matter how many times we tell him to stop, he'd still do it anyway. He's only ever, we've never allowed him to take Ruben out because of his disabilities and stuff, but he's took us 13-year-old out a couple of times, and he takes him because he doesn't ask for anything. We've taught him, you know, you earn your way, you know. So even if he's asked, he'll not say he wants out, or he'll just say, oh, I'll just have a drink, or I'll have a bag of crisps, you know. But as for my oldest 2, he can't stand my oldest 2 kids. You know, my oldest one at one point, he had bit throat, and just being horrible and mean, but still, it was still a part of my kids' lives. He's never been not a part of them. And to stop me from seeing my nephew, I mean, I saw him for the first 3 months of his life, and that's it. And he's 1 in a month's time. It's sad, it really is. They should, Jen, they should. I mean, there were times he'd turn around and said to me, oh, why does Ruben look at like a Downsy child? And I'm like, why would you even do that? Just mean. But that's my family, or my so-called family. That's why it's just, I think it's just mental abuse from like my grandfather and my mother. She's never really been a mother anyway. She's been more bothered about my step-siblings. My father, he's never been there. He's been in and out all the time. He's never been there. I let him back in a couple of months back, and he said he really wanted to make it work and wanted to be a dad again, and you know, try and make it work, because he'd lost one of his friends had passed away, and it made him, you know, realise. But then I let him in and I told him about everything with my brother and what had been happening and everything, and he goes, oh, we're not gonna stop talking, we'll be solid and everything. But he was talking to my brother, and my brother's girlfriend's a cow. I can't say it any nicer. She's awful, and no matter what I said to my dad, it didn't make a difference. Yeah. And they were adding them on Facebook and about meeting up, and mentioned it to, you know, I says, look, I can't do it. If you're going to be mates with them, I can't be a mate with you. And, you know, I don't know. It's just how I think it's how my mind works. But, well, I've got a bit more colouring done this week. And we're at 2 hours and 36 minutes long. So I think we need to be I'll carry on with live stream till 2, and then I'll shoot off. It has, Jen. It's gone really quick, and like I said, I'm so sorry about talking about my family life and crap that's gone off in it. It's not what you've all come here to do. But I'm going to carry on completing this when I've finished anyway. I'm still none the wiser on what I'm going to colour flowers. But I'm going to do a background with it as well, I think. I'm just debating on what background. But yeah, he's got a sweet giggle. Thank you, Dawn. I'm so glad you're all come and checked in again today. I am going to do this weekly, so if you haven't already clicked my notification bell, definitely click it, and then you'll get a notification every time I go live or upload anything. Yeah, it's sometimes it gets a bit too much, and I can't talk obviously because I've got no friends that's close by, and I don't talk to my partner about it. I don't like hearing it, and there's a lot of people who don't like hearing what happened to me and stuff, and don't understand it really. I think that's what problem is. Well, sometimes it like spurs at it cup a little bit, so I do apologise.
Is there?
Oh, you've done yours blue, Jen. Can't wait to see that. I've to get an Instagram.
Connor's gonna flatten us.
Yeah. If you go on Google and type in Johanna Basford bike and see if you can find any on there. Usually they've got pictures on there that you can get for reference. That's good then, isn't it? I know there's some that let the kids colour the picture and then they go and colour over at top, don't they? So kids have picked colour of what they want it to be. I've never been able to do that.
Yeah,
Amazon. I suppose I can do a bit of flowers, leaves. Pick my leaves. Oh dear. I need to start and colour more when I'm on this, you know. People are going to start coming, well, she does no but talk and don't get no done. 266. Yeah, I do all my Amazon shopping on there for my colouring books and pencils.
I've always hated that, mate, when you're trying to put mask on and you're trying to shoot and you don't know what to do.
167. $170.
Because you can go in first.
Nothing but that. That's funny that, Jen, because I buy stuff on Amazon and I always keep my boxes because sometimes I'll sell some of my books that I don't need or I won't colour, and they come in handy for shipping, shipping colouring books, and I've got a box full of empty, Amazon boxes from
You know, both.
things being sent to me. Loads of boxes and stuff. Yeah, I've got a few colouring books, Jen, from Amazon that's come in a bag. It really annoys me because it damages books.
It still wrecks after all this time.
Makes you laugh as well because they say they do it to save on stuff and whatnot, but yet they're chucking loads of stuff away. Won't let Amazon employees back, like even buy them. They just chuck them in bin, like 60 odd inch TVs. They're just chucking a skip because they're not selling. Like, why would you do that? Yeah. I've had so many books come that's been damaged, and I've messaged them to, get my money back, because why should I have a book that's broke, messed up? And they'll say, oh, because you've already had, like, I don't know, or you've already had 2 refunds for a book that you've already, they'll not give me a refund. They'll want me to get a packaging and a print shipping label to send it back. I said, no, I'm not doing it. Why should I have to do that? It should be sent in a proper packaging so that doesn't occur. Sort your packaging out, and then you wouldn't have that issue. Give me my money back. But I've just got to the point now where I don't even ask for my money back. I just take damage. It is. I mean, I've got Alan Roberts books, which is a bit like Johanna's style books, and the glue in, for side in a bit here, it come loose and all pages come out, and for some reason I'm like having a really bad panic attack. I'm like, oh, it's ruined. I can't colour in this book. It's all coming apart. I tried to have a look for, ring binder, but nobody local to me does them, apart from, those really shabby calendar binders. And I said, no, it's too much of a thick book to be using that kind of binder. And I messaged them and they won't give me a refund for it. So I ended up having to pay out another, I think it was, I can't remember how much it were, but they weren't cheap. I had to get another book. It's stuff like that angers me. They really just don't take care of the shipping stuff. And then there'll be times when I get stuff, the smallest thing, and they send it in a big box with loads of packaging, bubble wrap and stuff. Like, why would you even post this in this size box? You send it in a smaller box.
In fact, no, I'm going there.
It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. I'm not 100%. I know we've done Kirby, haven't we? And then we've done Johanna this week. So it'll be Christine, Karen, Alan Robert. So I know there's some subs that like the horror style. colouring books. Coco Wyo again. I'm just trying to make it, because I know I've had a few message me saying, oh, can't you make sure that it's a Coco Wyo book this time, or can you make sure it's a Christine Karen book this time, because I ain't got this book and I ain't got. But it's just what I've got, you know. I need to make sure that everybody gets the chance to have a colour along with me, and I don't want to leave anybody out. That's it, yeah, tomorrow. Amazon's same here, it's ridiculous. Why a big, huge box of something? I mean, I think I had this, me electric sharp, well, not electric, well, I can have electric or, no, battery or hand operated. But I had this shit, and it's so small. And they sent it in this big, huge box. And what a waste. Like, why? You know, logic of some people. And I don't think there were even padding in that either.
What's that?
Yeah, it's.
You killed him. I knocked him down though.
I feel awful when people haven't got the same book as me. Oh, I just want everybody to join in. I think I did say before to, if there's any books that you've got that I don't mention, to pop in comments, and then I can write them down.
Well, somebody else did them.
Because I know somebody mentioned, I think it was, oh, what were it called now? Forgot what her name is now. It went Marie Trollope. What other? Oh, Hannah Carlson. That were it. I ain't got any of her books, but I've got them in my wish list. To do a colour on along with one of those. You got the same sharpener as me, Dawn. It's a good handy tool. I love it. Although replacements, you've got to replace sharpener, you know, main blades quite often. I know I shouldn't, Jem, but it's just that the kind of person I am. I like everybody to join in. I think when people comment with what books they've got, it gives me an idea to see if I've got that book, and if I haven't, you know, it even tells you different artists as well. You know, if there's an artist that I've not even heard of, there's people that's got it and that, you know. Because I'm saying with my friend Tiana, over at Tiana's Colouring Creations.
I've killed two here.
We buy each other birthday gifts and Christmas gifts and cards, and we like go on to each other's wish list and have a look at what books we've got. Ten minutes. Okay.
I'm going on
He's after me chair because he's in kitchen on to breakfast bar, so he's stolen my computer chair and I've had to take it back today to do this, so he's wanting my chair back.
Well, there's me. If you use a furnace, lava at below, then you like any like good ores.
Yeah.
And it burns like a trillion ores.
Wow. Wow.
It's hacks.
Hacks, is it?
It's life hacks. I'm not kidding. What?
There's somebody getting
Yeah, since he broke his arm, he's been, because I've got like a big office chair, so he's stolen my chair to play on his game in kitchen.
Mummy, can I use your headset? Half an hour.
No.
Just talk to me. Please.
Need to change all that invert.
So we're at 2 hours 52 minutes. When it gets to three hours, I'm gonna switch it off because I know it's got to upload to YouTube as well when it's finished. So
Alright, let's test this out.
I need help.
I've had longer than what I did before. I hope you've all enjoyed me company.
That was not good.
I'll try and be on for 11 o'clock next week without fail.
That didn't work. Well, can I use your headset? What's it do?
I know it's gone really, really fast today. Me other boy will be home in like 40 minutes. Be alright if I got a proper camera and video, you know, on that in my little Wendy house. Little summer house. I would literally do this all day. Hello, Trouble. What's up here? I'm when it gets to 3 hours, I'm coming off. And you can have my chair. Okay?
Can I use your headset?
No, because you scream.
What?
And if I give you my headset to borrow, your other brother will be complaining and he'll want one and we haven't got one. Right, you've all been quiet without one.
I never got time.
No, it's fine, Tamara. I've been on here for 3 hours. So 6 minutes and then I'm going to shut live stream down until next week. Boo. Boo, boo, boo.
What did you say? Oh.
Oh, bless her, Darren. Yeah, Dawn, we've been on 2 hours, 55 minutes and 5 seconds. So yeah, nearly 3 hours. It's gone fast. Fast, fast, fast. And I've got
weapons and all. There's some decent weapons.
I'm not on long enough, am I? I'll have to invest in a proper camera so I can do it for longer periods. Get myself another computer chair so that me Ruben can have this one. I'll be on again live next week, Dawn. Same time, 11 while 1.
Yeah, I've got one.
If you like Jordan, if you like that, we're like,
See what's in
why
there.
is there like plants? Like,
It's a flower bike.
why is it even a flower bike?
Because it's the lady that's drawn it, Johanna.
If a lady's drawn it, I might want to draw it for you.
You're going to draw it for me as well.
Yeah. I'm going to do that side, back of it, and you do the front.
Oh, nice.
Oh no, you're not colouring it. You're welcome, Dawn. I'll have to get your own Johanna Basford book. You can colour with, can't you? Tell them how many colouring books and colouring pencils you've got.
I'm going to have a foot. I'm going to have, maybe that's going to be on, like, where my book is.
You're taking my table as well.
Maybe
You're going to take over my
table.
channel as well.
No. Why would I take over your channel?
Because it's live, isn't it?
It's live. You know, it's like been 3 hours now.
8 hours. We're on 2 hours and 57 minutes.
No, it's been like 2.
Like 2 minutes.
Yeah, like 2 minutes.
That's what Jen says. It just feels like 2 minutes since that we started. It's been a long time.
What did Dawn said?
Dawn's laughing because she's saying that you want to take over my colouring and my YouTube channel.
And did he say he's cute? You mean about me?
Yeah, and she said, you're cute. You sound cute.
I feel nice because I want people to support me because I'm a broken arm. Just hate me.
I want people to support me because I've got a broken arm.
Adorable.
You're so adorable.
Yeah, but one just said it already.
Yeah, Tamara. She's in America.
American? My American don't.
A big place, isn't it?
Yeah, big place. That everyone's like.
Lots of hills.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know. There might be.
maybe serial killers.
I'm
Might
not
kill.
like it.
You might never know.
Serious hills.
I'll lie by the reason of Oz is mission in Kansas.
You haven't watched Wizard of Oz, have you?
No, I watched it on Rebecca's channel.
You've watched it?
Yeah, on Nintendo.
Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah, I watched it on my PlayStation upstairs
Yeah,
one
this-
time.
You haven't watched the old version though that I
No.
used to watch.
They
Sad,
don't
innit?
stop.
I shall watch
That one
it.
with that tornado twister
Yeah,
takes her house.
Another one.
Dorothy.
yeah. It's like spinning, but it's like it's
With
like,
sparkly red shoes.
oh, that girl. Oh yeah, I remember that.
I'm sure you've watched it at school.
Yeah,
I think you've watched it at school.
yeah. I remember now. Maybe I did watch Wizard of Oz, part 1 of it. There's like part 1, part 2, and part 3. What
Is there?
his favourite film? Are you talking about me?
What is his favourite film? What's your favourite film?
I can't
Oh, that's an hard choice, that.
What they call Tornado Alley.
Yeah.
I actually watch that.
You do, don't you?
I actually watch that.
He watches lots and lots of YouTube videos of tornadoes. He's very intrigued and interested in
Called Alley 2018.
Tornado Alley 2018.
Yeah.
He watches lots and lots of YouTube videos about
If
it.
it's Tornado Alley, I just watched it already in just 1 minute ago or 5 minutes ago.
Did you watch one not long ago?
Yeah.
Like tornadoes, didn't you?
Yeah. But they're dangerous.
They're very dangerous.
Wait a minute. You're talking about you saying it's dangerous, but
It is dangerous. Do you know what I wanted to be when I was little?
yeah.
I wanted to be a tornado chaser.
I want to.
Storm chaser. I wanted to go to America.
Hey.
Oh, me.
Wait. I want to be when I get older, I'm going to be a storm chaser.
Yeah, storm
storm
chasers.
I'll do me yourself.
But what's your favourite movie though?
Yeah.
Jen wants to know what's your favourite film.
Tornado.
Sonic!
Yeah, I know.
Sonic Mad?
He's lived in Kensington all my life and me in what were in the light part of them. I personally had them.
So Tamara lives on edge of Tornado Alley, so she gets to see some of these tornadoes that you've been watching. And she doesn't like them. Yeah, Tamara is seeing them. That film Twister with Bill Paxton is my favourite film, and that's the one that made me want to be a storm chaser.
I want is to be a storm chaser.
Well, you'll have to wait till you get bigger,
What's
won't
your
you?
favourite game?
What's your favourite PlayStation game?
I've been honest, Minecraft and Fortnite.
Minecraft and Fortnite is his favourite. Aren't they?
Yep. Ow, my foot.
Yeah, because he's sat on my lap now.
Yeah, I need
He's
to get
taking over my
closer.
YouTube channel.
No. Why would I?
Because you've been begging me for a YouTube channel, but I won't let you have one.
Let me have one.
No.
What do you who eats? I never got a chance.
No, because you need a phone, mobile phone with internet.
Oh my god, when I see that movie, when late at night we leave the theatre and guess what came past town. The guess it after me. I need to get does he play games? I like to play games. Just get cool.
I bet that was scary, Tamara. I need to get comfy. Well, Ruben's getting comfy because he's sat on my lap.
Yeah. Don't it?
Does he play games?
Oh yes, I do.
What game do you have? What console do you have?
Minecraft, Fortnite.
No console. You have a PlayStation 4.
Yeah, I want to PS5.
You're not getting a PS5. I can't afford one.
PS5 is the most impossible to get. And then somehow got it.
Oh, you're copying what he said. I need to get comfy.
That's what made me laugh when I heard him say it. Oh, it was since then I made sure what I was watching since then. If it was about any kind of bad weather, nope. What game do you like playing? I like just playing the same thing what I just asked.
Yeah, you probably didn't see your comment or see what you were talking about. So you like Fortnite,
Yeah.
Minecraft,
Yeah.
and what other games?
SpongeBob SquarePants, but Larry don't play it with me. And I'm not playing it until Larry does. I need to learn. Play a game what I want to play. And say look.
He tries to get his older brother to play some games, but his older brother doesn't want to. He wants to play his own games, so they end up arguing.
I wish Mum would get to join right now.
We're talking, and then I've got to close it down
Okay.
because you want my chair.
I see you.
You're gonna say bye to everybody.
Bye. See you soon. How old are you?
How old are you?
How old are you? 8? I'm almost 8. You sound cute. Every time people saying
You sound cute.
I know. There are colouring books of Fortnite and Minecraft.
They are. He's had some Fortnite ones. He hasn't had Minecraft yet, have you?
Well,
You've got Fortnite because I've took pages out for you and put them in your tub.
Johanna can actually give me some Minecraft books and Fortnite because I might be.
Yeah, I had a Minecraft one.
What?
You haven't had a Minecraft colouring book yet.
Yeah.
You've had emoji.
Yeah.
You've had Fortnite.
Yeah.
And
Wait, I really did have a creeper picture.
yeah, it might have been an odd one that's in there.
So Johanna can give me Minecraft books.
She said she was getting you any. She was just saying you can get them, you wally. Stop being so cheeky.
I'm watching you. I'm just kidding. I'm not getting it off you.
Darren says bye, and Jen says bye.
Bye.
Right. Well, at least we got a bit more coloured.
Yeah.
So I'll close this live stream down, and I'll put a poll up on my community tab so you can all vote for your next artist to colour from.
Oh, yeah.
I will, when I've completed this, I'll pop it on my community tab so you all get to have a look at my completed picture anyway.
And next one.
If you're following me on Instagram and Facebook, everything will be, you'll see it on there as well.
So maybe I can be an artist. But I'm not real good artist.
It's been lovely chatting to you all again and colouring with you. I'm sorry I didn't get to do more colouring. Maybe next time I'll get it finished. Who knows? Take care, Darren. Oh, bless you.
Thanks, Sarah.
We'll see what everybody chooses anyway.
Everyone chooses. I'll actually when Mum finishes this one, I'll let Mum choose another book.
I love how he's trying to take over my channel.
No, I'm not. Why would I? Tell me the reason why.
Right. Again, thank you for coming and colouring and chatting with me, supporting me, and I really loved colouring with you all again and, you know, spending time with you. So thank you again for coming. I will catch you all later, and I want all of you take care, and I'll speak to you all soon and see you next week. Bye. It's a bye.
Bye.
Let's have a look. We'll find out how to shut it down now. Right. Oh. Take it out.